In this video we'll have a look at 10 hair transplant results from my clinic other than my own. Some of you who have followed my hair journey here on YouTube know that I now work at the clinic who did my hair transplant with consultations.
Om du känner dig redo nu så kommer första sticket. Ja.
And I've already had the joy to meet many of you viewers at the clinic coming from all over the world. But I would love to meet even more of you.
From
Slovakia.
I live in West Virginia.
Germany, Hamburg. I mean, obviously your results now, seeing you in person, I mean, it's just really good.
So that's why I want to show you all that my pretty good hair transplant result was not a one-hit wonder from the clinic. They are consistently performing excellent work. Let's kick it off with DJ and TV personality Alex D Roso, who talked openly about his hair transplant in Swedish media.
Och sen nu idag, 12 månader senare, så är jag sjukt nöjd.
4 years ago I wrote to him on Instagram asking where he had his procedure done, and his result is the reason why I chose Akacia Medical back in 2021. The footage on screen now is from when he visits celebrity hairdresser Koshi Farrai. I mean, look at that hair. Next up is Rasmus, a young filmmaker and YouTuber who I had the pleasure to meet during my first year working at the clinic. He mentioned that he used to always comb his hair forward to cover his receding hairline or wear a cap, which we can see here on his Instagram. But after 2,200 transplanted grafts, that is no longer the case. Here's his result. The reason Rasmus found our clinic was because he was the cameraman when Sweden's biggest YouTube star Joakim Lundell had his transplant here a year before. Joakim had his crown done and then a small adjustment to the hairline as well. In total 1,900 grafts. But then who inspired Joakim to come here? Well, his co-worker Henrik had been a patient here 2 years prior to him. One of the international patients that I met during my time at the clinic is Aaron, who came all the way from the US after seeing my first viral video here on YouTube.
And I came across your video and watched it, and you were nice enough to answer any questions that I had, and it really opened up my eyes to different possibilities of where I can go to get a quality experience and save myself some money. So that's what I did.
Cool. So the plan was originally to do it in your country?
Yes, yes. There was a clinic about 2 hours away from me, and instead I flew 12 hours away.
Aaron had 2,800 grafts transplanted and had a pretty solid result already after 4 months, just like myself. I haven't heard from him since then. Traveling not quite as far as Aaron was Roman Lies, a photographer from Slovakia.
I'm just trying to guess where my original hairline was. Really can't tell.
This is just a little bit original, a little bit down.
We have taken it a little lower than it was before.
Okay. And will you be able to put grafts in between those?
Yes.
He recently got back to me on Instagram with a 1-year update and he seemed pretty satisfied. But first let's hear his thought process.
I was thinking about the procedure a long time ago. It was a very difficult decision. Finally, after seeing your videos, which is almost, I think, quite popular on the internet, I saw the result. Now I can see the result in real life. And I was astonished by the results. I read some reviews on the internet, and really that was the point when I decided, okay, probably I will go to this clinic, because I've had consultations with various clinics in Europe, in Turkey as well, because Turkey obviously is the first place to go usually for the people. And based on their approach, their suggestions, I decided that I will go with Akacia Medical.
Nice. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Alright, so what did Roman think about his result? Maybe even a better result than mine? How dare he? Okay, he might be right. Another international patient I met here at the clinic is Christian Kaufmann from Germany. You actually were scheduled for a hair transplant at a clinic in Istanbul.
Yeah, that's right.
But you cancelled to come here.
Yeah, I actually did. I kind of rushed into it a little bit, and yeah, I did a bit more research like afterwards, watched some more videos and stuff. You know, it's a hair transplant, so it's like a big decision, you know, you don't just want to rush into it, and the cheapest option isn't always the best choice. And also Stockholm, I was here like, you know, last year, really liked it. No, and then just in general, you know, the clinic with the ISHRS, you know, being a member, that was also a factor, you know. So, I mean, obviously your results now, seeing you in person, I mean, it's just really, really, really good. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, definitely. And yeah, one more thing, you know, with the team, like in Turkey with that clinic, you don't really know, you know, there's like several teams, like 10 different teams or whatever, so you don't really know who you're going to get. And here, yeah, Simon told me it's basically the same team. So
always the same, yes.
It's always the same team, right? So I was like, hey, that's definitely, yeah, that just makes it easy for me, you know, the choice, the decision.
Hopefully we will not disappoint. This puts a bit of pressure on us, but...
I have to deliver today.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
He had lost a lot of hair and will therefore be back for a second transplant soon, as we had to focus on the front the first time with 3,500 grafts. That is the max. The reason we don't go bigger the first time is because we don't want to risk over harvesting.
How does it feel?
Yeah,
this line?
I think it makes sense, right? I think it's...
I want you to understand that whatever we do, it is because we want your transplant to look as natural as possible.
Yeah, of course.
Tell you which books to read and which place to go see.
Very similar to Christian's situation, we have another Swedish YouTuber, Andreas, who documented his procedure in 2022, where he also talks about how his hair loss affects his mental health, which I think many of us can relate to. 3,500 grafts was transplanted here as well, and this is his result.
Jag ska se om barnen är färdiga där inne. Hej Bella, är ni färdiga där inne? Redo att ta emot house-touren?
Then we have this Swedish actor who shared a personal story on his private Instagram alongside a picture of the result. Let me translate. I thought about getting a hair transplant for 8 or 9 years as my hairline kept receding. Then I finally made my appointment. It's absolutely the best decision I've made, and I want to thank the clinic Akacia Medical. I know hair loss is still a bit taboo to talk about among men. That's why I want to share my story. If you're doing this in Sweden, it's with Akacia. Thanks to Firo and the crew. He had 2,600 grafts transplanted. Lastly, we have Swedish influencer Marcelo, who had 1,500 grafts transplanted to his front. And here he is 1 year later. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in doing a hair transplant at Akacia Medical in Stockholm, then please contact me at this email. Take care. Bye.